Hello everyone, I hope you are enjoying your day and thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and if you are new to watching the channel, I do welcome you and I hope you consider subscribing, and thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for coming back and for your continued support. So we are already in the month of April, probably about the, 11th, 12th, or 13th by the time this video posts, and I did not post a video earlier in the month because I was having a fabulous time on vacation, or holiday as some say, and I was not near a sewing machine, nor was I really thinking about sewing or recording a video other than my grand finale. So that made my month a little short when it comes to sewing, but I would not have traded that for the world, because you have to take some time and just relax and reset your brain, and it's just extremely healthy, and I needed to take that time to reset and relax my everyday brain activity. But now that I am back to everyday life, I do have a few sewing plans that I would like to accomplish during the duration of the months, and I would like to share that with you. And so I will start by touching on my first plan. So my first plan that I would like to share is that I will be participating in the hashtag #SewMaxiForMothersday challenge. This is a challenge that has been put on by Crystal of Crystal Sews and Stuff, and T of Crumpets Tea and Sewing every year for the past 3 years. And in 2022, this year, it will be the 4th year of the challenge. This is a challenge that has very high participation, and the challenge was initially created to inspire mothers in the sewing community to create a simple maxi dress to celebrate and honor motherhood, and to highlight women who celebrate Mother's Day around the world. But every year, the hosts, which is Crystal and T, notice the variation in color and diversity, background, all those good things. And so each year they have made great effort to accommodate and improve the challenge to be as inclusive as possible. So with that being said, this challenge is open to all people of all nationalities and all cultures and genders. So although the hashtag says #SewMaxiForMothersday, meaning a maxi dress, this challenge is extended to men and women too. So just know that the maxi dress thing, if you're a man, you don't have to sew a maxi dress. It's just a title. So each year, the host gives a different theme for participants to use as a guide to make their garments. And this year, the theme is make a statement. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, let me tell you. That means that participants are encouraged to sew a garment using features such as an oversized collar, large sleeves, skirts or dresses with tiers or gathers, bold prints, wide leg trousers, etc. Anything that looks extra. Okay, you can use whatever type of fabric that you would like to, but participants are encouraged to use bright colors and bold prints such as orange, yellow, purple, green, reds, abstract, florals, polka dots, animal prints, all that stuff. Okay, so how to participate is by simply making a garment between April 1st, which has already passed, and this challenge goes through the 9th. Okay, so April 1st through May 9th, you are to sew up a garment, and the finished makes must meet the standard of making a statement in some way, shape, or form, as I just described. You will need to post your picture of your garment on Instagram by May 9th and use the hashtag #SewMaxiForMothersday. So you're not just posting your picture, but you're posting it and using the hashtag for Mother's Day. And in addition to that, you will also need to tag both hosts, which is T and Crystal, in order for your garment to count in the challenge to be able to win one of the fabulous prizes. So you can't just post your make and use the hashtag #SewMaxiForMothersday, because if you do, it will not be counted for a prize. You have to post your make, use the hashtag, and tag both hosts, T and Crystal. Okay, So that's the breakdown of the challenge. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below, because this year I am one of the ambassadors. Yes, I am serving as an ambassador this year. So I do have the information to help, along with Natita of So Natural Dane, Rochelle of Rochelle.handmade.designs, Andra of Andra Makes, Alex of A Mason Lifestyle, and Renata of The Twilight Stitcher. And each and every one of the ambassadors have Instagram accounts and YouTube channels where you can find some of this information as well. So you don't have to just ask me, you can ask any of these ambassadors. There will be very, very nice prizes that will be given out, and I will link to all of the ambassadors' channels in the description box below. Okay, so with that being said, I will show you what my plan is for the hashtag Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. So I usually make more than one garment for this particular challenge, the hashtag Maxi for Mother's Day, but because I was on vacation for over a week during the first week of this month, and I'm going to be out of town towards the end of the month as well, I am not sure if I'm going to be able to make more than one. So whatever I make first, I want to really pop, because that could possibly be my only entry this year. So I was kind of like torn over 4 different patterns, and I'm going to show you all 4 patterns so that you can use them as a reference as to like what a statement garment is. And I will show you the pattern that I decided to go with and the new fabric that I picked at, once I show you all 4 patterns. So the first pattern that I have in mind, and I'll actually just put the patterns in the screen, because every time I hold a pattern up or something, the camera goes dark and I don't like that. So the first pattern that I have in mind is Simplicity 8839, and view A is the view that I am thinking of making. This is a really easy to sew pattern. The front and back of the top is very basic, but the sleeve sets it off. Okay, so the puffs that are constructed on the sleeve is what's giving the statement look, and this is done by stitching down bias tape in the inside of the sleeve and pulling the elastic through that gives you the ruching and the puffs. And so this is something that is very simple to do, and almost any level of sewist can do this, because you don't have to be very particular and stretch a strip of elastic to get this type of look. So that's option number 1. The next pattern that I have in mind is Vogue 9243, and any view on this pattern is gonna make a statement. Okay, the view that I have in mind is view C, because I feel that it makes the biggest statement of all the views. View B is basically the same, however it's using contrasting fabric for the middle flounce, and I don't like that for some reason. I just don't really think I would have anything that would match together. But this pattern is also a very easy to sew pattern and suitable for all sewing levels. The next pattern that I have in mind is Vogue 1847, and because the temperatures are going to be getting warmer, I would like to make view A because the sleeves are shorter. This is another simple but yet statement type of top, and the statement comes from the funnel neck and the pleated puff sleeves. This pattern also has like a side front and side back panel, so you can also make your statement by contrasting. And lastly, the last pattern that I have in mind is Vogue 1701, and I have both views in mind. I still haven't decided which one I would make, because both would work for the upcoming weather. Obviously, view A is sleeveless, and the statement is in this huge bias stand-up collar, and the statement for view B is also within the bias stand-up collar, but it also has a raglan sleeve and a nice size bias sleeve cusp. So let me show you now the fabric that I'm going to use, and whichever pattern that I decide to use, and I will tell you in a second which one, I will be using this fabric. Okay, so this is the fabric right here. This fabric is super duper duper pretty in my opinion. When my family and I came back from vacation, I had to go to Walmart, okay, and I needed to stock up on some goods, and I walked past the fabric aisle and I looked over only to see this hanging off the end cap in a bin. I wasn't even gonna go and walk down that fabric aisle because I did not want to be tempted to buy any more fabric. But y'all, the fabric, it was staring at me. It was staring. So I had to get it, okay? This fabric has these nice, bright and bold royal blue color with the reds and huge voluminous flowers, and I just thought that this fabric itself made a statement. So just think of what making any statement garment with this fabric would look like. I think this is going to be nice in any of those patterns, but the pattern that I decided to go with is Vogue 1701. Like I said, I'm not sure which view I should make, so please let me know in the comments below which view you think I should cut. This is also considered an easy to sew pattern, just like the other ones, and I do plan to make the other patterns at a later date, but at this time, for some reason, I was really drawn towards the collar on this pattern. So that is my plan for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. So for my next plan, I will be attending a wedding that will be taking place on the beach at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina at the end of the month. So I am actually, like I said, losing time of sewing, but that is okay because I definitely want to make sure I support and attend this wedding. But because this is a beach wedding, I wanted to make something that seems to be like beach wedding attire. So I thought, why not make a white caftan dress, right? I always thought those type of dresses were like super nice on the beach, and because I just made one style of a caftan, which I have not shared yet, but I will soon, I decided to make a different style so that, you know, my caftans don't look the same. I have some variation in my wardrobe, but I am going to use Simplicity 8911 View B. I thought that this would be so fitting for a beach wedding, and I have a similar style of dress, so I know the drooping on the sides would look okay. Well, at least I think it will, but I thought this would be perfect for the wedding, and I am going to use this white jersey fabric that I have had in my stash for some time. I'm going to use that to make it. So this pattern is very simple, but like I said, I think it fits the bill, and I'm just going to wear a nice little floral headband that I ordered from Amazon. The big flower is white. I don't know, this looks kind of washed out. Yeah, the big flower is white, and then the rest is kind of like off-white. And I thought it would just, you know, dress it up real nice and wear like a silver dainty necklace, and I think that would absolutely just be fitting and perfect for the wedding. So that's my plan for the wedding. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. So for my last plan, every year I like to make my son's birthday shirts to wear to their birthday parties, and I like to make a shirt for them to wear for their birthday photo shoot. And I made a bowling shirt for my son's birthday party in March, but that is not the shirt that I want him to wear for his 4-year-old birthday photo shoot because it's loose fitting, and I want his shirt to be more tailored for the shoot like the shirt I made him last year. So I will be cutting out a larger size of the pattern that I used last year, which is Simplicity 9056, and I will be making View B, which is the slim fit. I'm not sure that I will be able to sew it this month, but I certainly want to cut the pattern and the fabric out. And I'm not just going to cut that fabric out, I'm also going to cut out some fabric that was gifted to me for my sons as well, so that I can make both tops or I should say shirts at the same time. One of the fabrics, I ran a voting poll on Instagram between this fabric and a different fabric that had the same colorway but like a different style of the print on there, and this particular fabric won, and it is the one that I preferred, so I was glad it won. But I will show you which fabric that is, and I'm, like I said, going to be using this to make one of his button-down shirts. So this is the fabric right here. This is an Ankara African print fabric. African print wax fabric. I really love this fabric, and I thought it would be perfect for my little man, and I feel like it's very masculine. You know, sometimes a lot of the African wax print fabrics, you know, are very feminine. You can find a lot of masculine ones though, so I was so pleased when I came across this fabric, and I will show you the other fabric that I plan to use as well. So this Black Panther fabric is the other fabric, and this was sent to me by Cool Stitches, one of my subscriber friends. She sent that a little while ago, and there is a lot of it there, and so I'm very pleased to have that fabric, and so I don't want it to sit. So I think it would be adorable for him to have like a button-down shirt and a pair of shorts to go along with it. And I'm actually going to make it for both children, but I'm going to start with him. So that is going to be my plans for his shirts. So that is it for my April sewing plans. Not a whole lot, because I was sewing like a crazy woman during the month of March. I made items that I didn't even get to share with y'all yet, so make sure you are glued to the channel to see what those items are, because I will be sharing those soon. Well, I hope you liked this video and my plans for April. If you did, you already know what I'm getting ready to say. Go ahead and take a pause for the calls and click the like button and the subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos, and let me know what you are thinking about my plans in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers again for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.